Welcome to Arcade Audio.
Ladies and germs, welcome to Dilettante Ball. I'm Johnny.
I'm Spencer.
Here on Dilettante Ball, we go on Wikipedia.
We cook random article.
And we talk about it.
We do.
You got anything?
Rogue One came out.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about that.
Yeah,
it was fun.
Yeah, it was good. A lot of people love it, and I don't get that, but that's fine.
I won't say I love it. I enjoyed it a lot. I saw it twice.
I saw it twice as well.
Last 5 minutes is worth the price of admission.
Last 5 minutes gets pretty raunchy.
Yeah.
No, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, hey, you can't win them all, you know.
Sure.
So I think this is a good movie for. Oh boy, I don't want. You know what? It's a good movie. Just go see it. I'm not gonna talk garbage about Star Wars. Okay, you can't make me do it, Johnny.
No one's trying to.
Okay, well, good, because I'm not going to do it.
All right, let's just pull up an article.
Also, go see Moana.
For real though. Okay. 1933 Tampico hurricane.
Isn't Tampico like a
that was a hurricane of orange
flavor
beverage? The 1933 Tampico hurricane. Whoa, this was before they named hurricanes.
Ah, okay.
Was one of two storms in the 1933 Atlantic hurricane season to reach Category 5 intensity on the Saffir-Simpson hurricane scale. I didn't know that's what it was called. It developed on September 16th. It's pretty late.
I have no concept of stuff.
Near the Lesser Antilles. That's general, not wedge, and slowly intensified while moving across the Caribbean Sea, becoming a hurricane on September 19th. Its strengthening rate increased while passing south of Jamaica 2 days later. The hurricane reached peak winds estimated at 160 miles per hour. Oh,
that's pretty fast.
You know what I just realized? And it's okay. You have not used your veto for the year.
Oh, interesting.
And you don't have to.
But they don't roll over either.
But they don't roll over. So we can stick to this.
Didn't I try to veto one recently when you said no?
I think I did say no.
So you veto my veto. Damn, dude. And here's the thing. If I veto this one, we're just going to get Hitler again.
That's the thing of it.
You know?
That's the thing of it.
So I think I'd rather just, cut my losses.
Okay. All right. And next year you will only have one veto.
I know I will only have one veto,
all
but,
right.
God.
I know, it's tricky. It's tricky.
I can't wait to find out that the Nazis created this with their weather control device. I should have vetoed it. Should have vetoed it.
After weakening, it made landfall on the Yucatan Peninsula, destroying several houses. Several. One person was killed offshore Progreso, Yucatan during the storm. Over land, the hurricane weakened to a tropical storm, although it re-intensified slightly in the Gulf of Mexico. On September 25th, it made a second landfall just south of Tampico, Tamaulipas, with winds at 110 miles per hour, and it quickly dissipated over land. Damage was heaviest there, estimated at $5 million. That's 1933 US dollars. And there were hundreds of deaths. Okay.
What? He buried the lead on that one.
Yeah, for real.
It sounded like the hurricane was around, killed one guy, and then left.
And the guy was like offshore, like in the middle of the ocean when it hit. So it's like,
yeah.
About 75% of the houses in Tampico were damaged, including about 50% of houses that had severe to total destruction to their roots. The destruction prompted the declaration of martial law, and there were curfews instated.
All right, look, we know everyone lost a lot of stuff. We lost your property, you lost loved ones. We're going to go ahead and put the military in charge. Yeah.
This is crazy. How did weather work then? And not how did weather work, but how did people figure it out? Because did they have weather balloons and shit in the 30s?
Yeah, but I don't know what they did.
Did they have satellites?
No, definitely not.
When did satellites? The 50s? The
50s. Sputnik was launched in 55, I want to say. What the fuck did Sputnik do? I think it was just like, hey, we did it.
I think
we put a chunk of metal into space.
I think there was a dog on Sputnik too.
I hope not.
They definitely put dogs in space.
They definitely did do that, yeah.
There was a movie called Space Chimps.
Yeah?
It came out when I worked in the movie theater. Cheryl Hines did a voice of one of the chimps. And
is that John Kerry's wife?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And Cheryl Hines used to come into our movie theater sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah.
She could have been first lady.
Yeah, she could have.
I mean, anyone could have.
Well, sure.
Just how much do you want it?
Yeah.
I think I remember Space Chimps. Was there? What was the plot of that movie? Just Space Chimps?
Go to. I mean, they were the chimps that whoever sent into space before people could go, and there you ate bananas up there, I'm sure. But yeah, I'm almost positive they sent some dogs up there, which is
definitely
insane.
Yeah. And they died.
I'm
I
sure
think they died on re-entry or something crazy like that. Like, hey, we did it. Let's bring them back.
No, it landed. They took them out and shot them in the head.
They know too much.
They saw the aliens. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
I don't think I ever saw Space Chimps. I did though see. What was the name? Bubble Boy, or what was the movie with Harlan Ellison?
Harlan Williams.
Sorry, not the famous author Harlan Ellison.
Rocket Man,
where he farts into his buddy's air chamber or whatever.
Whatever happened to Harlan Williams?
I think that movie sunk him.
Did he have anywhere to go?
Oh no, he was at
He's been
rock
like
bottom for.
he started as a washed up comic. Like,
yeah, he really did though. Yeah, I mean the best thing he ever did was
Half Baked?
Yeah, Weed Boys, Half Baked.
I think Weed Boys was the original title.
And he's only on screen for like a minute and a half.
Those are some of the best roles. I mean,
Yeah.
Alec Baldwin and Glengarry Glen Ross.
That's true.
That's like
I would compare Harlan Williams in Weed Boys to Glengarry Glen Ross, Alec Baldwin.
Always be
Chiefin.
I couldn't think of a C
I
drugs
got you.
word.
I got you.
Thank you so much. What does chiefin mean?
Just fucking smoking that good could.
Good could?
Yeah, I just made that one up. That one's for you.
Are you more
Am I more of a sativa
an
guy?
indica or a sativa
I knew where
guy?
you're going. I know where you're going. I'm more of a guy who just knows enough to reference drugs.
Yeah. You know how you tell the difference?
Well, one's a body high, one's a head high.
You know how you tell?
How can you tell?
It's like dromedary camels and what is the back
Bacterium.
Bacterium?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's one puts you into couch. I don't know which one, but it does. Well, I know that indica puts you into couch, but I don't know if that is because your head's too high that you can't imagine doing anything else, or your body's too high that you just physically can't. So if someone knows, tweet us at Dilettante Ball, DilettanteBall, hashtag
Dilettante Bong.
Yeah,
That one better than that?
Chillatant Ball?
Sure, why not?
Trillatant Ball?
Sure, yeah, that's for sure.
Trillatant Bong.
Which is the name of our new spin-off podcast, Trillatant Bong. Where we just
smoke that goodness, and we go on Weedipedia.
Oh boy!
We pick a random strain
And we smoke,
about it.
Bud.
Is there a Weedipedia? There's gotta be.
There is. There's no way there's not.
Yeah, that sucks. That's our next episode.
Yeah. Well. I mean, you got to evolve. You got to roll the punches.
I just read an article today on like DNA Info, the Chicago like local news website, and a few laws passed recently that. A few laws passed. And it's like, hey, starting January 1st, you
can smoke weed every day.
It's like you can put in your tax-free tampon and get high while you go out and spearfish a catfish in the lake. It was like
I don't know.
It was
about
like
this.
all of these crazy things that were just like laws were passed about them, but it was like
awesome.
it was a really good headline.
First of all, yeah, tampons should be tax-free.
And they are now, or they will be. I think January 1st, which is super cool.
Weed should also be tax-free.
Oh well, hell yeah! I think under 10 grams is decriminalized or something, which sounds like a lot.
I think 10 grams is like a fuckload.
But I have no idea.
I think 10 grams is like too much.
It
Like
is
if you had 10
way
grams,
too
you'd be
much.
like, what do I do with all this?
It doesn't matter because I could carry it around.
Yeah,
so
in
it's
my
like
backpack.
you get a fine now instead of like whatever.
And the fine is you have to give a gram to the cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, and our alderman just sent out an email to everyone.
I'll find it and
Okay.
like maybe post a link to it or something.
But he was like, the email could have just been him going, hey, we're going to build a weed dispensary in your neighborhood.
Yeah.
But instead he spent how many words?
I mean,
It's like 3,000 words.
it was the longest email he's ever sent.
like all the pros of medical marijuana and like how it raises tax. It's like,
It was so extensive.
yeah, you can tell that he was like fully down, but he needed to explain to all the olds that lived in our neighborhood. Like,
Yeah.
we're doing this and this is why it's good.
That was the one time in his life when he was not stankered off his gourd because he needed to be in the right.
Sew it up just enough.
He needed to be in the right headspace to compose that email. But as soon as he was done,
he lit up a fat one.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
And the other thing is like you can spearfish some spearfishing is legal or something.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
That's
but
insane.
Yeah, it was a very good headline.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna go pick some spears then.
Yeah.
You ever done that or spearfished?
Of course not.
Well, I mean, you're from Florida. I figured.
Yeah, sure. I'm not from the woods of Florida.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's fair.
Skunk Ape was not my next door neighbor. Have you spearfished?
Just the one time. Yeah.
I saw a GIF today. Speaking of crazy Florida things,
Okay.
Someone was like driving a Jeep or an SUV, like right next to an alligator.
Okay.
And they were like trying to edge by without like freaking it out. It looked like they were just trying to like get by, and it was just
this on the road or
it looked like it was in the grass. They
muddy?
were off road.
Okay.
But it was just like the camera just showed like their front left tire and the bumper, and then to the left of that was the alligator, and the alligator eventually just jumped up, bit the bumper, and ripped it the fuck off. And then like shook it. It like
holy shit! Like
it
killed
was
the bumper.
Crazy.
Oh man, no, I didn't.
It was a
sweet.
a good gift.
You ever done anything with alligators? You ever?
I mean,
pet one, or?
I've held one with its mouth taped shut in front of a mini golf course. Probably
Pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Not a lot of people can say they did that.
Everyone that goes mini golfing in Florida can say they did that.
Yeah, that's
I would
true.
love to go to Gatorland.
I heard it burned down like 15 years ago.
They reopened.
And
reopened.
okay.
It reopened.
I've just never
all
learned
of the
any-
gators are ghosts now.
I like that much better.
I've been to like a gator sanctuary thing. They just had like it was essentially a zoo but only gators, and there were a fuck ton of gators.
What's
I also went to a place with my dad when I was real little that was like straight up just a swamp with like dirt paths between the swampy marshland.
Okay.
And there were just a ton of alligators.
Were there any barriers?
No.
So you could just walk around and get killed.
Yeah.
What the fuck kind of crazy place are you?
That's where parents take their kids when they don't want to be parents anymore.
And then, and then if they survive,
no! Oh my gosh, my kid got eaten.
do you validate? You go there, and if after 2.5 hours your kid hasn't got,
You get your money back.
no, that's a sign from God. Like,
Oh yeah.
this is the one. You keep this one.
But well, also at our college, the University of Florida, go Gators.
If you ain't Gator, you must be Gator bait.
Yeah, I mean the Gator Nation is everywhere. Go cure cancer. Go Gators.
Go to Mars. Cure cancer.
Cure Gators.
Cure Gators.
My dorm was right by a retention pond that had several alligators, and there were no barricades or anything. And then, did you ever go? Well, there was Lake Alice on campus, which was just
chock
like
full of them.
I mean, you couldn't even see the water because there were so many gators.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then there was Lake Wahlberg.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever go to Lake Wahlberg?
No.
You could like take canoes out and stuff onto the lake, and
die.
I mean, there were just alligators in there because it's a lake in Florida.
Yeah.
You could swim in there, and then you could also like take your canoe or whatever, your kayak out to like the reedy parts where there were just alligators in there.
Right. And I think that's what they did with old people. When old people were going to die, they just put them on a canoe and set them out into like
light it on
water.
fire and push it out.
Mm-hmm.
I also at the Brevard Zoo, we did a kayak tour, and they had like it was actually really cool.
Okay.
They like at the zoo there were like canals basically,
Okay.
and there were islands, and some islands had like different like there was one island that was like all monkeys, and it was like, well yeah, it's like a big ass island, and the monkeys can't leave somehow
because they don't know how to swim yet.
I guess.
No one taught them.
So like this is just Monkey Island, but also there were gators everywhere because everywhere you go in Florida there are fucking alligators.
They're in your bathtubs and everything. Just,
Yeah.
Have you been to many zoos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the San Diego Zoo?
No, I really want to, but also like, don't get the impression that we're pro zoo here, because I'm not really. They're pretty sad.
Yeah. I mean, most of them probably are, right?
I feel like the San Diego Zoo is probably the best one,
Right.
as far as not being sad goes.
It's a weird thing. Like,
Have you
imagine
been
to the San Diego Zoo?
Mm-hmm.
No. I imagine zoos used to be a really interesting, cool thing, in 1905. It's like, whoa, I would never have gotten to see a rhinoceros if it weren't for this.
But now we have the internet.
Right, exactly. So it's like, all right, we're done with zoos now. We're done with zoos, done with circuses.
Set 'em free.
Set them free.
Yeah.
Wherever they are, that's just where they live now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'm sure that some do good things like conservation and like if
Yeah,
there
sure.
are injured animals, they take them in. But,
Sure, like
but-
wildlife preserves or whatever.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or like, oh, you got fucked up by a poacher. We'll take you in, bandage you up, and set you free.
Yep.
Or if you are incapable of living in the wild, we'll let you
kill
live
you.
here.
Oh,
So yeah, I don't know. I feel like zoos are not great, but I have still been to quite a few.
yeah. Well, I mean, against your will, like you were forced to go there.
Yeah, I mean, I got not always. What do you want me to say?
I
go to zoos.
I own a zoo.
I bought a zoo.
I bought a zoo.
Like the Lincoln Park Zoo here in Chicago
Yeah.
is it's the only new metal zoo in the country. The Lincoln Park Zoo.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Were they new metal?
Close
Probably.
enough.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah.
New metal adjacent, certainly.
But it's free because our taxes pay for it.
Right.
So
It's kind of crazy.
do you not go then?
You're
What do
already
you do?
you're already paying for it. You're already tacitly allowing this zoo to happen in your backyard.
Right. I don't know. Hey, if you know anything about zoo ethics, tweet us at Dilettante Ball, DILETTANTEBALL, hashtag Zoobilee Zoo. That was a show I used to watch.
Zoobilee Zoo.
Yeah.
You just made that up. That's not a real
Nope.
thing. Zooboomafoo?
No, it was a show where everyone dressed up like, there was people, but they all dressed up like animals, but it was like really spooky, bad late 80s, early 90s.
Whoa.
It was basically, it was all different animals, but all of the costumes were kind of in the style of cats.
Zoobilee Zoo.
And I believe Ben Vereen was like the main.
Who's Ben Vereen?
He's like a
Like a theater guy?
singer, or maybe a theater guy or singer. He's someone.
And he was just like the main dude.
I've heard his name.
He's Mr. Mistopheles.
Essentially, is he? Maybe he is a theater guy. I always thought he was a singer.
I don't know.
I've heard the name.
I know the name. Isn't that the lead character from the X-Men movies? Ben Vereen? Fuck.
Yeah. I'll show you some pictures. It's creepy.
I'm intrigued.
And the theme song is like Zoobilee Zoo, Zoobilee Zoo. It's fucking weird.
We're coming for you.
Yeah, I mean basically.
Was that the creepiest thing you watched as a kid without knowing it?
Probably.
Yeah.
Lady Elaine Fairchild from Mr. Rogers is always a little creepy to me.
Oh yeah, the puppets were kind of weird.
She looks like Ted Cruz. Look at a picture of Ted Cruz and then look at a picture of Lady Elaine Fairchild from Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. And she's
is
Ted
so-
Cruz with a boomerang.
What is so creepy about the puppets? Is it because he does all their voices? That
that doesn't help.
Yeah,
certainly.
and then he comes up with all the personalities, like Lady Elaine Fairchild. Like, you put too much work into this.
Yeah. He has extensive backstories for each of
Yeah,
them.
he's like character babbles.
King Friday the 13th.
Yeah, and he had stories for all 12 of them before him.
I will say though, I have never seen a single thing to show me that Mr. Rogers was not like the kindest, most thoughtful man that has ever lived.
He's like the only person who didn't do anything bad. Him and Bob Ross.
Well, Bob Ross probably killed people in the war.
That's true.
But he did not like it.
No, you're right.
But yeah, like, I mean, every fucking thing.
Yeah, I've never seen one bad thing about him.
Yeah. I mean,
how's that possible?
Yeah, I sincerely like. And if there's something, tell me.
Yeah, I guess. Tell me. Like,
I don't want it. I don't want to hear it, but I need to
know. Yeah.
But I don't think he has ever done anything but shown extreme compassion for every person that has ever lived.
His mailman, his fish. I mean, Jesus.
The Foley work on that show.
Was it good? I don't recall.
Okay, so sometimes when he would go to the land, most of the time when he would go to the land of make believe, trolley would take you there.
Yeah.
But sometimes he would take his little mini land of make believe. He had like mini houses.
Okay.
Like a tiny town, models of all of the places, and he would take them off of a shelf. And the sound when he would pull it off of the shelf or put them on the shelf was like so nice. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's just like.
Do you think there's like an ASMR compilation of Mr. Rogers' Foley work?
Oh, gotta be. I mean, none of it is in the land of make believe because it's like, I'm Lady Elaine Fairchild. But in the, that's also crazy because he's like so soft spoken.
Yeah.
But then it's like,
Well, that's the way.
I'm King Friday the 13th.
He had to get it out somewhere.
Oh,
Which maybe Mr. Rogers is his made up persona. Maybe he's really
he's really
King
Daniel
Friday.
Striped Tiger.
Yeah. wearing a red hoodie, and yeah. Which one is the real one? Do you think? Maybe it's Trolley.
He's actually Mr. McFeely,
Which one is he?
the mailman.
Oh, it is the mailman. Is the mailman paraplegic or something?
No, he's just a dude.
In my head, he like has like those crutches, like that Breaking Bad son has.
I've never seen Breaking Bad, but I
You know what I'm talking about though, like the arm crutches.
Yeah. No, he's a
Why
mailman.
do I think that?
I don't know.
Someone is, like his neighbor is or something.
Probably.
They got a very diverse cast in Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
I feel like they did.
Yeah.
There was one episode when he was just straight up like, "Hey, by the way, this is all a fake TV show. Have you ever seen that?"
No.
And he's like, "Check it out." And they turn the camera around
And
to
show all
show
the
you like
production
all the
stuff?
other stuff, and it's like, this is where the guy like plays the music while I walk around. And it's
Weird.
it's like
That's really cool.
it's super cool, and it's such a cool thing because it's like it's all make believe.
Oh, whoa! He is the world of make believe.
It's like, but it's also cool because then kids don't think that it's too real, or like they're like, this is still this is a TV. It's nice, but it's a TV show.
Man.
I don't know. It was cool.
That is, man. You know what else is make believe?
What? I'm afraid to find out.
This podcast.
This is at the end of this one we have to say smell you next year.
At the end of this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for playing Arcade Audio. Play more at arcadeaudio.net.